Hey, good evening, pipe friends. Finally getting home, getting settled in. Just jumped in the shower and just got out and relaxed and just get ready to hit the hay and watch a few YouTube videos and wanted to. This is a VR video response to Fattypipers 100 sub contest and. Charlie, congratulations on your 100 subs, and look forward to you making that 200 mark and then beyond. What Charlie wanted to know, well, he wants to know a little bit about us and what was our first pipe smoking experience. Well, Charlie, I'm from North Louisiana, Northeast Louisiana, and a town called West Monroe. Here in Louisiana, instead of counties, we have parishes. And the parish I live in is Ouachita, and Ouachita Parish has about 170,000 people. And my wife and I own a little barbecue place about 20 miles northwest of here, a little town for about 3,500 called Farmerville. And years ago, I spent a lot of years in the gasoline business, and I had some customers who became friends that owned a funeral home here in town, and just through the years kind of got interested in it and decided that's what I wanted to do. And I had sold a station that I had and went to work for them. Did that for about 18 months and just decided that I would go back into the gasoline business, which I did, and sold out of that about 7 years ago, got into the restaurant business. But there was, during that time, I was smoking cigars a good bit, and I smoked various brands, and I got hooked on one called Bearing. One of the guys that owned the funeral home smoked it. A really good cigar. It used to come in the little metal tins, metal cylinders. Real good cigar. Well, there was an old man that worked for them who smoked pipe. Smoked cigarettes, but most of the time. But one day we were sitting around in the little lounge area, nothing going on, and he brings in a pipe and fires it up. And I had seen people around smoke a pipe before through the years, but kind of intrigued me, and it certainly wasn't. I was impressed with him, but so much as I was the pipe. I mean, it was just very intricately designed pipe, and looking back, I don't know what it was. It had to have been a very well-made pipe and probably a high-end pipe at that time. Of course, as I got into it a little more, he had 5 or 6 pipes and had the privilege of seeing them all. But I said, man, that really smells good. He was smoking and I can't even remember, like a butter rum or something, but it smelled just really wonderful. And so, this went on 2 or 3 days, and I got to asking about it. He would bring different pipes and smoke different blends, and so I said, that smells really good. I started talking to him about it, and he said, look, go over there, and I can't remember the guy's name. The name of his brick and mortar place was called The Tobacconist, and he said, go over there and talk to whatever the guy's name is. He'll fix you up. So I did, and I'm using this DeJeep lighter. Guy Witherspoon, this came recommended from him. Found this in a little convenience store, and they had one left, and I bought it. It was a camo, and you're right, guy. It does good. It works good for pipe. But anyway, I went to this little brick and mortar shop, the tobacconist, and told him, I looked around, and he had probably 20 house blends and some tins, and he probably had 100 pipes in stock, or maybe more. Real nice cigar humidor, and just he wasn't a really nice guy, but he was helpful. And hang on a second, I'm looking for my tamper. Hold tight, there it is. He was helpful, and he said, look, I'm going to recommend a blend to you, and a couple of blends. And he said, start out with a cheap pipe, an inexpensive pipe, and let's see how you do with that. And he said, let's spend your money trying new tobaccos. And he's right, and I recommend that to new guys starting out. Spend your money on pipe blends first on different tobaccos, sampling and trying, and then ease into the, buy a basket pipe or whatever. The pipe he sold me on was this very pipe right here. It was bought in 1988. Little Dr. Graybo Omega. I've been smoking this pipe since 1988. I think I paid about $14 for it then. It's probably about a $30 pipe now. Little rusticated P-lip type or military type stem, I think they call it. Peterson might not want you saying they got a P-lip on it, or Dr. Graybo. But this is the pipe that he recommended, and sold me on a blend called Montego Bay Rum, and I felt absolutely in love with it. I'm smoking some Black Bayou now, and it's the closest thing, which is a liqueur based from MA Smoke Shop. It's the closest thing I found to the Montego Bay Rum, and I've got one called Rum Rummy, but it's a little bit stronger than that. This was just a smooth. And I have, there are some people that call theirs Montego Bay Rum, but it's never been duplicated. This guy sold out about 10 years ago, and it's just one that he mixed himself. I'm sure it was a Lane Limited base type tobacco, but he blended it, and it was awesome. And of course, my wife loved it. It was a good room note, and I fell in love with it. And of course, I tried the buttered rum, and he had other liqueurs of whiskey base, Highland whiskey. Everybody makes a Highland whiskey, and he was no exception. He had a good cherry blend, house cherry that he made, and I never really got into the English blends until this go around. And when I say this go around, I smoked a pipe, and I wound up buying 2 or 3 more, but I had gotten rid of them. So this was the only survivor of the original. But I smoked for probably from 88 to probably 98 and just put it down one day. I was a cigarette smoker, still am, and I've about quit them. I'm down to probably half pack a day now. I just put the pipe down, and one day here about 2 years ago, was going through some stuff, and I found this pipe. It was in a little box, a little trinket box, and I just seen it, and something clicked in the brain, and I went to, we don't have a brick and mortar here anymore, so I went and found some Captain Black, fell in love all over again. So the last 2 years, it has turned into a passionate deal. I'm now up to 24 pipes, and I must have 20 blends of tobaccos here that I keep. And got on YouTube, I got on the internet one day and was looking at for pipe information, and of course stumbled across an option to view videos, and then here we go. We run across YouTube, and I think one of the first ones I ever ran across was Pipe Trend, and of course the Dagners, and it just grew from there. And I've made some truly good friends here, and that's what I'm more thankful for than anything. Grateful for is the friendship, and it's very pleasant. And like I've said in other videos, we live all across the country and all over the world. For instance, one of my good friends, Keith, lives in United Kingdom, and like Alfred lives in Georgia, and Guy Witherspoon's in Pennsylvania, and just everywhere, and of course Charlie, you're in Georgia too, and another friend lives down in Corsicana, Texas, just everywhere. And the chances of us meeting, some of us maybe in a meetup, like I should have went to the Dallas deal, but the chances of Guy and I meeting from Pennsylvania is probably not that great. Maybe Keith, United Kingdom, but this is as close as we have to sitting down and having a pipe together and enjoying it. And I'm thankful for that, and I enjoy it. And 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, when I'm watching you guys and girls videos, and there are some really wonderful ladies that have joined the community, like Angela and some others, and her husband Eric, really good people. When I'm watching all of y'all's videos, I'm smoking a pipe, and it's just like we're sitting there. You're doing the talking, and I'm listening and smoking. And thank y'all for that. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up before it takes so long to download. My computer, it just takes forever to download one if it goes over 10, 12 minutes. But I'm gonna wrap it up, and we'll catch y'all a little later on. God bless.